All right, welcome. I don't know if, let me check something. Okay, sorry about that. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, opportunity versus test. Okay, so if there's something in your life, something that just popped up, or something that is bumping up against you, or something coming toward you, or an opening of some sort, and you have a question, it could be a person, a place, a job, a thing, whatever. But is it an opportunity or a test? Okay, so let's see. It could even be as simple as a change in your behavior, a change in your mindset, like anything. Okay, so I want to keep this very general, but that's what I'm asking Spirit. That's the question. So I'm going to do a general reading like I do any other general reading, but more than just an energy check. I want to test I want the opportunity to test the energy in relation to whether or not something is an opportunity or a test for you. All right, so usually test, if you pass the test, if and when you pass the test, it does usually lead to an opportunity. Okay, but you may want to know, maybe you've done enough tests and you're just looking for your blessings, or you're just looking for opportunities. Otherwise, it's kind of like, just leave me be. I'm not looking to take on any extra or new tests currently. Okay, so yeah, that's where my mindset is. And so yeah, let's just get into it. All right, trust your intuition over minds. All praise to the Most High. All right, Spirit. Is it an opportunity or a test? Let's get a reading. I wonder how Spirit's going to answer this question. Ooh. It'll be shown in how I'm called to channel. What's up, Go28? Welcome. I feel like I haven't seen your name in the chat in a while. But then again, sometimes I be having to, the chat be wilding out. So I don't want to be looking at it all the time. All right, we have mirror. So I feel like this first scenario, something about this, I feel like this is an individual. I feel like it's a person. And this person deeply reflects something that's very heartfelt within you. It could be like a version of your authenticity. You just truly feel at home with this person. You feel connected in a way that maybe you don't typically connect with people, or you don't have anyone that's filling that space right now. Okay, so you can have an open heart chakra currently, and there's a space there that someone wants to occupy. Okay, so maybe it's somebody from the past, somebody who was a big part of your life who no longer or hasn't been, and now they're coming back in, and you're trying to see, like, what are you bringing towards me, or what is this new energy here, or why are you attracted, what's happening, why are you open to me? Is this going to be an opportunity or a test? Okay, so they're coming your way. Oh, and we do have literally the word opportunity. I know it's turned around, but can y'all see it? It's right there. Opportunities. Okay, so maybe I'll do timestamps for this one. We'll say this is scenario 1. All right. Coming my way. Unique opportunities align with my desires, present themselves to me. I attract all that I need to make my dreams a reality. Point blank, period. Okay. The better it gets. When things happen that cause me to feel good, I know that there are much more good feeling things coming my way. The better it gets, and I keep rising up. So I feel like something is on the rise for you. I also find it significant that I'm reading the cards from right to left, and usually I read from left to right. So maybe this is just kind of like a situation or dynamic where it's a little bit flipped and reversed, possibly. You guys have had a connection before, but like the shoe is on the other foot this time around. That could mean that there's like a leveling of the control dynamic or power. Maybe this is someone you had a power struggle with, and you could actually be the person that is holding a little more, I don't know, power or control over the situation. It could be someone that is like open to or flexible. They're more submissive to what is going to work for you, what you are looking for. So it's not someone trying to come in your door. Maybe you have this open, right? You have this opening, the door is open, but it's not someone trying to come in and then just do what they want to do or get you to do what they want you to do. It's not someone trying to control you. Okay, as a matter of fact, they're looking to you to see, well, what would you like me to do? How could I be of assistance to you? Like, I just want to be around you. I want to be a part of your life. I want to, like, can you fit me in? That type of energy. Okay, maybe that's different than what you're used to too, okay? Hi, Drippy Boy, welcome. All right, so let's see. Last card here. Infinite creativity. At any moment, I am able to tap into an infinite source of energy and creativity within me. Unique ideas flow through, each one capable of blossoming into beautiful creations. I feel like this is a manifestation. Literally a manifestation. It's like you put something up in the cloud, you ask for something here, vision board, there's something you see being a certain way in your life, or you've asked for something specifically, and literally here it is coming your way. I can't make this up. Infinite creativity, a vision board, a vision in your mind. You put it up into the cloud, and then you kept a smile while the clouds were moving away so that the sun could reveal itself, so that whatever this is could reveal itself to you, so that whatever this is could come into your life, so that you could be open for this, so that you could believe in this, so that you could receive this. And life is already, look at your life right now. Look at how you're feeling about yourself. Something is getting better. So this is like to add to it. This person is an opportunity. They're adding to your value. They're making something better, not worse, okay? And it's literally coming your way. That is really fucking nice. And you know me, if it's too nice, I have just learned to cross-check the facts. So let's get my shadow deck out and see for situation one, okay? Let's see what's hiding in the shadows here. All right, sounds a little too good to be true, you guys. Let's see. This is a mindful deck, honestly. Mindful messages. This is about being in the moment. So I'm literally just tapping into, if this is your reading, this is your current energy. It's not like a trajectory, or I'm not reaching. That's just what I'm getting. That deck doesn't even reach. It's just what's literally going on right now. Okay. Pull the shadows out. Necromancer. Okay, so this is someone coming back from the dead. Again, vision board. This is someone who either you X this person out of your life, you ghosted them, you cut yourself off. Okay, you could have like ended yourself in their reality, or you ended them in your reality, whichever one. But they're coming back because you saw an opportunity for them to come back, and you also saw things going a certain way, and this person is like a cooperative component to that. Interesting. We also have procrastination. The better it gets, the better it gets. The ticking of the clock distracts me from the fact that my worst enemy hides in my mind. Okay, so maybe the timing, how long, it feels like this person has been gone for a long time, or maybe they're just now entering your life, but it's like, well, why not before? Why now? Okay, so that's doubt. And literally that's what the card says, that your worst enemy hides in your mind. So that's just you. Your mind is trying to play tricks on you. Your mind could, the mind is the matrix. The mind is the matrix. So this is a situation, because it is a heartfelt manifestation. It started really in your heart. And likely that's probably why it had to end at first and come back, because the mind needed to be clear and aware of what you're really looking for. And then that person needed to decide that they could be a cooperative component to what it is that you see, your vision. And that has to happen on both sides. So this is like life is aligning you. Okay, so I feel like this person is being drawn to you because they are a cooperative component to what you see or what you are visualizing or what it is that you may need right now currently. Okay, part of it you could be getting in your head and you could be a little worried, but that's fear, and it really only has to do with timing. So I was just hearing from spirit, a lot of times the conversation, the initial conversation will automatically answer that question for you. What took so long? You know, where have they been? Also, you might want to take into consideration, especially if you resonate with, you are the one that pretty much closed the door, or you're the person that cut it off, or you're the person that detached. Okay, they're coming back, but now it's because the door is open, because your heart is open. You're the one who closed the door. So the time period of how long it took for them to come back could heavily be you. And you could have just been in control that much of your reality that this person couldn't even come towards you until you could see their value. Okay, so, and you know, they may be the same person they were before, but obviously changed. And if there were some, it feels like if there were some hard emotions or something like that, maybe even resentment for how you detach, how they detach, or how things went in the past, that's dead and gone. That's what I'm getting. Whoever this person is, they've seen it. They've looked at it. They've looked over your situation. So this is a death and a rebirth. This person is making a choice. They're choosing you. They're making a choice. It's new. It's a new turnover in the mind, a new turnover in the heart, and a new turnover in accepting the action part, because procrastination means that likely they have been wanting to see you, wanting to connect with you for a very long time. But now you guys are aligned. What they want, what they need is literally what you want, what you need. It's like you guys are seeing each other. Yeah, this feels good. It just feels good, Power. Feels like an opportunity. Okay, one more card. I'll probably upload this with timestamps, and the timestamps will have like an emoji, and you can choose if you want to do this like a pick a card, because it's kind of how it's coming out. And I'm going to do 3 scenarios before I end the read. Okay, so we also have pumpkin patch. Ooh. All right, this is not the only person coming towards you. So this person in particular that I've been talking about, those are the specifics of the connection, and it's coming out for you because you need to be able to see the difference between some people who are coming towards you, because you got people coming towards you. That's the thing. You're open. Your heart chakra is open. People want to come towards you, but not everybody is their truth. So you have unique opportunities that are coming towards you, but in these opportunities, there could be some weeds. There could be some that are tests. All right. So some of them could be just picking up on the sweetness of your energy, on the kindness of your energy. But it doesn't necessarily mean that they are a cooperative component to exactly what you are looking for, because like I was saying, something about the way that things ended, actually some of these people may have resentment. Let's talk a little bit more about it and see who these people are. Let's see. Pumpkin patch. You will only taste sour if you don't seek for the sweet. Share your fruits wisely. Share your fruits wisely. Okay. Yeah, that heart chakra is open. You are an opportunity. That's what you should know. You are an opportunity. Who you are, how you move, your energy, your value, you are an opportunity. So some of these people are coming because they need an opportunity, and that could be a test for you. But the person dominantly that I think you may be on your mind now that I got through the cards and pulled out the energy, that person likely is exactly like the reflection of what you are asking for. So there's a specific here. It is specific. Not everybody coming towards you is an opportunity, Power. pay attention to the specifics. Okay, let's see. So I guess that really means you need to know what you've asked for. For some of you, that could mean sitting still mentally and getting this clarity again. What did I really, truly ask for specifically? Okay, feels like specifics. Okay, we have rebound. So you may be, you have someone coming toward you too here. And it's similar. Their energy is almost mirroring, mimicking, kind of, this other person. But you're not their first choice. This person is flighty. You're like more of the temporary option. So you really don't know their intentions. Unpredictable intentions, temporary option, and flighty. We also have tiptoeing. Yeah, see? Avoiding getting caught, acting shady, sneaking around. So this could be someone who's coming back toward you, but they could have spoken very badly about you. They could be like, this could be someone who wrote you off, you know, like I was saying, maybe it's not you that closed the door, so pay attention to that too. This could be someone who closed the door on you and now they're coming back, and it's kind of like, oh, okay. Well, I mean, I am looking for, or I was thinking about, but is this the specific person you were thinking about? Because if this person surprised you, likely it's just that they're feeling the wave. This is a boombastic. This means your heart is boom, 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 all over the fucking place. You see the blue, the green, that's your heart chakra, but it also has to do with your throat chakra. Okay, so your heart could be speaking to people right now. They're hearing you, they're sensing you, they're feeling you. Your energy is that loud. That does happen. So people who used to benefit from your open heart chakra, when you reopen those doors, it's like they can smell it. It's like blood. It's like blood for energy vampires. They are seeking that type of fulfillment. Okay. So yes, this is very specific. You are not going to be, unless you're looking for a test, this is not an open invitation to anybody. So you do need to be discerning with the people who are coming toward you. And some of the people that are coming toward you, they still got shit going on, or they can't even be open about the fact that they're coming toward you. It's like a double life. Okay, double life, double standard, but it is someone who's missing you, someone who has memories. Okay, but obviously they still have a lot of shit to sort through. So they're not even being their total and complete authenticity, or at least they feel like they can't be. Maybe they feel like they could be with you, but it feels like they're running from something. Something else isn't working out. Someone else didn't work out. Another situation didn't go the way that, you know, they hoped it would. So they're kind of testing the waters with you to see like, okay, well, you're open right now. Maybe I can, you know, can I get on your couch? Can I cry on your shoulder? So it does look like someone who is seeking some kind of empathy that they don't feel like they're getting from somewhere else, and you are the choice because your door is open. You are the opportunity to these other individuals, but the person that I dominantly got, there is someone coming towards you that is your opportunity. You asked for this person, so just as much as you are the opportunity to them, they are the opportunity to you. There we have the mirror. All right, so it just feels like blasts from the past, people from the past, could even be family members or friends that are feeling this new wave of energy with you, that you are open, and you could have been very closed off for a time period. So they're like, oh, you know, yeah, hey. And you like, yeah, but I kind of detached for a certain reason. And if that reason is still activated, probably won't be so good for me, especially because I don't want to be fake and phony with you, and I don't want you to be fake and phony with me. And literally, you're in your season of reaping opportunities. You may want to get your opportunity. Who knows? If this is a person, I know this works with me. I come from a family that is very heavily rooted in a deep religious background, and it's very strict and very overbearing, judgmental. Okay, so for me, with my family, I choose to detach so that I can live my life the way that I want to in peace. But when I'm in a connection with somebody, my masculine typically creates this natural boundary and barrier for me, where the people in my life who used to be very overbearing or constantly emotionally, being able to attach to me and trigger me or guilt me or shame me, like they kind of emotionally manipulate without meaning to, but they have these hidden agendas that they can't help. And a lot of them are well meaning. Okay, they think that they're going to be of assistance to me, help for me, and they're trying to like get me back into the flock. Okay, go back to your religion, come back to God this way, not that way, not your way, but our way. Okay, and the way we've always done it, let's get back to that. So there's always this agenda and there's always this energy battle, and I choose to put the battle down until I'm in a relationship. Once I connect with my family, it's like the battle doesn't exist. They're just happy that they can be a part of it. They're happy to connect with me. They're happy for my life and that I'm happy. I think when I'm alone, like when I'm single, they just automatically assume she must, she's not happy. She's not married yet. She doesn't have, or she's not in a connection right now, or the marriage isn't going well, or whatever. They're like, there's room for us. We can get them to do what we want them to do because they have a room. They have there's something missing. We can feel that. And if we feel that for them, then they'll do what it is that we want them to do. So I hope that helped you. But sometimes just trust your first mind. Okay. But yeah, for me, it's like I am my own masculine energy. I have to be. But it's also hard when you are connecting with people who are used to you dominantly being in feminine energy. That's a more submissive role. And that is my truth. And I am in my feminine era. So I know that typically, it's not just about family members that are men. These are family members that are women. But they tend to move in masculine energy, especially my single aunts and stuff. Like, I love the heck out of them. They're strong women, but they can be overbearing and domineering. And they just respect masculine energy, but they respect it within a male vessel, not within me. So if it's within me, they see me as arrogant, proud, pushy, or what do you call that? Like not guarded, defensive. That's how they see it if I stand my ground. But when I have a male, they just automatically back down. Even if the male that I'm with likely doesn't care, like whatever you want to do, whatever you think is good, they be open to everything. But my energy is still dominant and present, and they'll just assume that my masculine energy belongs to the male in my life. And I'm telling you, it just works every time. Okay, it works every time. So I don't know yes, they look heart to heart. So I feel like you may have a lover coming towards you. Let your boo come in first. I don't know. Word to the wise, and that's only if it resonates, obviously. Take it or leave it. But that is my advice, is that you may just have your heart chakra open, and especially if you are in your feminine energy, even if you're not a female, but you just know that your heart is opening, you're in your feelings, you're dripping with emotions, you feel good, and you are attracting people in your life that likely you do want to be a part of your life. But you do need to be clear and aware, because there is someone in particular that I feel is opening you up, or that you truly are asking for to come to that door. But there's a lot of other people trying to ride that wave and come in first. So that means that they're trying to fill a space. When you're in your feminine energy, guess what? All of the masculines who have ever been able to be in your energy and get you to be submissive, they're coming back for you, because you're in your feminine now. So they want to feel that masculine role in your life. So just, you can feel it yourself and keep yourself at peace and wait. You can connect with, your masculine if that's what's happening here, or it could be a male that's in their feminine energy, but this female that's in her masculine is really what you need. Is the balancing out. Okay, something like that. I would say wait on that. okay, before you start to just be open to everyone that's coming towards you. But again, only take it if it resonates. All right, let's go to pile 2. So pile 2, I'm going to start off with the mindful messages, but I'm going to clarify probably with tarot for you, pile 2. Get this coffee. What's for breakfast, y'all? Or brunch? It's 10:21. I feel like I need to go to brunch. I could literally make brunch. I got grits. I've got bacon. I even got some catfish in the freezer. But what I don't have is that one Creole seasoning. It's like a sauce that they put on those grits when they make the shrimp and grits. I'm not a fan of the shrimp and my grits anymore. You have to really make it right. I'd rather my shrimp be on the side, beer battered and fried. But I love that sauce with the peppers and everything. Oh, a little creamy in my grits. Yes. With maybe like some catfish or some chicken wings fried to perfection. Or I could just do bacon and keep it simple. Maybe a little sourdough to dip. A little sourdough toast to dip in my grits. I just don't know. Do I want to create that? Is that what I'm cooking? Or do I want to go to a brunch? All right, pile 2. Opportunity or test. Maybe that's an opportunity or test for me. What I'm going to do for brunch. All right, let's see. Up and out. You may be feeling down and out right now, and then come in my way. Look, y'all are manifesting, but I don't like the energy that's coming out dominantly. So, okay, this is for those of you who are not feeling so good right now. You're feeling a little down and out. You could also be feeling hurt. Yeah, come in my way in food. What's on the bottom of the deck? See, all is okay, but it's in reverse. You need a hug. Somebody here needs a hug. All right. Virtually hugging you. I understand. And actually, it is very helpful. Okay, if you have children, give your kitties lots of hugs. But I have recently realized that it is nothing like taking your arms and wrapping them around yourself and just giving yourself a hug sometime, especially if you are single and have been single for a while, or you're not dating, you're not physical with anybody, like, you know, anybody that you're dating or that you're into. Nothing wrong with giving yourself a hug, giving yourself some extra love, okay? Even rubbing yourself down head to toe. I love olive oil. That's my favorite go-to oil for skin, for hair, for face, for all of it. Like, literally, rub yourself down, hug yourself, love on yourself. But seriously, something about that hug. I had not done that in a long time, but it's like, hug yourself. I think I learned that in like grade school when I was younger. But it's like, give yourself a hug. And I think in that moment, I was like embracing something about myself and loving myself. So that hug just brought it all in. But somebody needs a hug. So hopefully you have somebody give you a hug. But if not, it is nothing wrong with hugging and loving yourself. All right, so up and out. Somebody, it says, to heal the parts of me that feel hurt, I must feel every emotion. Okay, somebody is stuck in this healing process, but to the point that it is like draining you. You got to stop. It is good that you're not pushing your feelings away. You're sitting with them and you're feeling them as you're releasing them, but you're still in this time period of healing. You're like in this healing process, but you're kind of bleeding out at the same time. This gives me the mindset of you've been sitting still in feelings that do not feel good to you for too long. It does not take a long time for us to realize what is bothering us in our life and what changes we may need to make. The thing is, when we're not ready to make those changes, when those changes cannot just happen like that, we tend to just sit and the sadness of it, or the loss or the regret of it, we just tend to harbor the resentment or sit in the anger. Okay, that's a trap. Depression, even. You know, you can feel like this heavy energy that's just trying to sit you down. It's literally draining your energy out. You don't feel like doing anything. You don't even feel like doing the things that would make you feel good, or connecting with the people that could make you feel good. That is a trap. It's not a test. It's a test, but it's a trap. Okay? You're in a trap, and what's coming towards you is testing you. So you do have people coming towards you, but it's just trying to see, could you really get up and move? Sometimes you have somebody that comes towards you that makes you jump, or it triggers you in such a way, and you don't fall into victimization, like, oh wow, okay, I guess I'm just everybody's punching bag, or I guess everybody hates me, or I guess everybody's just fake and phony, whatever. No, that's a test to see where you really are. Can you really see? It's your time period to get really realistic and grounded. Something that you've been going through pulled you underground, or it literally got you up out of your skin. So what's coming in now is to shore you up and kind of bring you back to that medium of peace, where you can be at ease, you can know how you feel, you can take it easy, and take the time period to heal, but you can still turn your attention to things that do make you feel good. You can still be open to people and things and circumstances that are aligning with you. Like, I don't know, I just feel this kind of grayness here. Yeah. So that's a snare. It's a snare, and it's a mindset, and it also could come from overhealing. There's no other way to say it. So you do have something that's coming towards you here, coming my way, unique opportunities aligned with my desires. But let's look at where you are currently, because it's not about what you want, it's what you're literally being and emanating. This is sad. So what are you attracting? Other people who are sad. If you're sad and you paint a smile on your face, then what are you attracting? People who are really sad but have painted a smile on their face. When you are aware that something is making you sad, but you are doing the best you can to be happy or to make yourself happy, you're finding other things that you can pour your attention to that can uplift you, then you are attracting someone who is working through their issues too. So you really just have to know where you are currently, and if you are not where you need to be, like, would you want to attract yourself somebody who is exactly like you right now? Like, your mindset, your emotions, what you're going through, how you're feeling, how you're treating yourself. Is that what you want in your life right now? If not, it would probably be a good time period, because if you're looking for something better than where you currently are, you might want to just work on you, because you're going to attract, I don't care how it looks on the outside, it's literally going to be whatever is really going on with you. So it would probably be better to just get yourself above water first, so that you can meet someone else or connect with someone else, attract someone else, attract a situation that is where you are, okay? And not just where you want to be, but actually where you are currently. And you need to be realistic enough to look at where you are currently and say, this is enough for me. This is good for me. I can deal with this. I'm good with this. And if that's the case, then you're really gonna like the taste, the feel, of the person that's coming toward you. Their energy will be like fuel, food. Okay. But if it's not, and you're kind of like tricking yourself or pretending or projecting, and that just happened. I'm from Detroit. This is what we do. Okay. The struggle. What struggle? What are you talking about? Okay, so what? Gas tank on E, but all drinks on me. You hear me? That's like the dominant energy of Detroit. Gas tank on E, but all drinks on me. Because who gives a fuck? Okay, we get money tomorrow. We always get money. Money always coming in and going out. But that is like the energy. And I love the wave, you know, if you jump on that wave, it will help you to get through some of your worst days. And that optimistic mindset literally does attract what you want next. But if you never jump off that wave, you don't really get to heal, and you don't really get to become the real thing that you're trying to emanate. Because we can go to anywhere and build up a life, you know, build up a aesthetic, build up how we look on the outside. But what's going on in the inside could be something totally different. And that's what you're attracting, what's going on inside, not outside. That's what they're attracted to, because they're probably hoping that you're not really who they are too. Okay, they're hoping that you actually are what you're looking like. Same difference. But in that situation, if you are just riding a wave and you're doing all the things and you're out on the scene, but honestly, at the end of the night, you're curled up in bed, you're like sad or depressed, or what, you know, you're crying a lot, like, you're going to be food for this person coming towards you, or this situation coming towards you. It's going to feed off of you. You will be the food. This is someone seeing an opportunity here with you because you've fallen and you don't even realize it. You're on the ground and you don't even see it. But this person can sense you, they can feel you, they can see you. And again, it's that emotional manipulation. I just realized that you can have somebody who will talk your head off about what's going on in the news and what's, you know, Boo Boo the fool got shot down, you know, whatever, and oh my God, did you hear about the school shooting over here? And oh my God, did you hear about this catastrophe over there? Literally, they give you a reason to have a detached conversation, right? Because you're not going to fall into these spirals of fear with that person. But that person is probably safer to have time and conversation with than someone who is literally just blurting out all of the worst case scenarios that has happened in their personal life. Because that person is looking to survive, and they are looking to survive off of your energy, your empathy. They are in need. And I'm not saying that you should not be someone who can give to those who are in need, but it looks like you currently are in need. You need to feed. You need someone else's empathy. So someone coming towards you who needs empathy too, you see what I'm saying? So this is like kind of healing, feeling, dealing on your own, getting yourself to a space where you feel more independent or equipped for whatever you're handling. You rely on God or people you can trust, okay? You don't have to have a God in your life that you feel is real and really helps you. Sometimes for a lot of people, the same thing that God can do for you in ways you can't even explain is what's his name does for you. Your best friend does for you. Your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, you know, your baby father, your baby mother. You may have people in your life who play that role, but you trust them. So that's where you kind of want to fall into your support system. That's really what it is, whether it's your spirit guide, your spirit team, your higher self, your God, your ancestors, your family, your friend group, your social group, your religious group. You need people you can trust. Whoever this person is that's coming towards you, you may not know if you can trust them yet. So that's probably not the person that you want to connect with until you have already gotten yourself back where you need to be. And then this person, likely you guys, it will be an interchange of it's like a potluck, okay? Nobody's feeding off of anybody. You're bringing your energy, I'm bringing my energy, and we are just doing, being, living, okay? So something like that here, pile 2. Let's get some tarot on it. Yeah, get your hugs first from the people that you trust. And you know that the hug comes with no strings. They just genuinely know you, understand you, love you, adore you, whatever. But there's no hidden agendas, okay? Go to that support system, whatever it is. And don't judge so critically whatever it is. Be thankful, be happy, be appreciative that you have that. And use it. And then, you know, this person, I'm telling you, especially if you level up a little bit, they still gonna be running in. Because either they're going to be they're twinning with you, they're in the same energy, they've done the same thing, or you're a little bit more. So they're looking at you now as the opportunity. So, I mean, I wouldn't worry that you're going to miss out or pass up anything just because you're taking a break to get yourself where you need to be for real. Okay, not projecting something that we like really aren't. And it is momentary. This is about mindful messages. So literally, I could be saying this to you and this is your truth. But 2 hours from now, you may have got on the phone, sat with your support group, your support system. You may have connected, prayed, meditated, had a reading, confirmed something, cleared your mind out, whatever, exercise and got revitalized, and suddenly you're in the right energy that you need to be, and then the person coming towards you, cool, opportunity, no big deal. Yeah, it literally does not have to be like, oh, okay, well, I guess, I need to sit down for the next 2 months. No, it's for however you're feeling. But what you're feeling currently, the energy that's on the table here for Pile 2, you need to worry about you. That's just my opinion, but that's what the cards are saying too. Let's clarify. Okay, I could be wrong. I'm only human. Let's see. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so I feel like you are the type of person that does not give up very easily on your connections or on the things that you choose to pour into. You're like a commitment person. You commit. Okay, and I feel like you are feeling that you don't have anyone coming toward you or anyone in your life currently that is ready to be committed to whatever that is. If you're looking for a friendship, you want to be all in, and you're looking for someone that's all in. It's a relationship. You're committed. You're all in. Even if you're just dating, I'm committed to you right now. I'm committed to seeing this through. I'm committed to seeing, where this goes. You are not exactly the type of person that's like, you're not very flighty. That's what I'm getting. You're not very flighty. But maybe this is new for you. It could be a change where you're more. Okay, so there's a time period in our life where people who are very practical and consistent and reliable can be seen as boring. Well, times have changed. So consistency, or times have changed, or you have changed. And this could be growth. That really comes with maturity, where you start to prioritize certain other things, and literally maybe anybody could give you a good time for a short time, but you're looking for a good time that feels good. You're looking for that longevity. It doesn't have to be this big burst of, oh my God, we're on top of the world, and then another week or months of humdrum bum until we're on top of the world, like every weekend. Oh my God, we're on top of the world, but then we're struggling all week. You're not looking for that. You may be looking for something that is more. It don't have to be on top of the world, but you rolling with me. We're cool. We're vibing. We're consistent, peaceful. We don't have a whole lot of drama. We don't have a whole lot of we're not bleeding out all the time. Our minds are pretty free. We aren't worried about life's anxieties. We aren't overly concerned or insecure or thinking that we're not enough. Like, you may be at that space where that is going to be enough for you. Just somebody who has healed enough trauma. They don't currently have drama. They can be consistent. You can count on them. They can count on you. They're real, they're realistic, they're practical, they have goals, they have a life. That may be more of your vibe, but it feels like maybe you're there, but you don't feel like anybody else is in that same energy or looking for that same thing. All right. Coming your way, yeah. 3 of Cups in reverse. Ooh. All right, so you have tried. You've tried. You have been connecting. You just haven't had. You've been connecting, or you've been letting people in. You've been going through tests. You've been going through tests. You've been tested. Maybe test it because this is a new self that you're stepping into. This is a level up, honestly, for the majority of you. But it feels like, because something about this just feels so temporary. It's like in the moment. You've leveled up, but it's kind of like life is now testing you to see, is this really who you're going to be? Are you committed to this journey? Are you committed to this version of self? Because there are millions of people who are buying into other people's viewpoints of them and how they should live their lives and how they should be. But something about you and what you're doing just feels like your authenticity. So you're looking for other authentic beings. So this is kind of like the test is coming through. Do you want to go back to what you used to do because it's a quick thrill, even though it's not really fulfilling? Like, okay, it's fast food, as opposed to a really good, high quality, whether it's made at home or in a 5-star kitchen, meal. Okay, you want a quick little happy meal, or are you looking for something that really will fulfill you? So I feel like you have those tests coming your way. I don't know why I was hearing that, but you could be a guy. Somebody could be, a male, and you have these females coming in, or vice versa, female with male, but I did specifically hear male. And you have, you've seen the little cuties with the booties, and you have fun with them. You have fun with them. But now you're looking for something with a little more substance, someone that pushes you, someone who holds you accountable or helps you to be accountable, but someone who also builds you up. Like, you're looking for someone that you can count on, someone who has their mind in the right place, they're focused on the right things, someone who isn't trying to play games with you. You're looking for that real meal, not just a snack. Okay, so you got snacks coming your way, but I also feel like some of these snacks are the very ones who betrayed you before. They could be the very reason that you're neglecting a social life currently. They could be the center of the reason why there's so much gossip around you, or why you may feel like there's a lot of opposing viewpoints. This person just brings in all of these different things mentally, and it's because of their energy. They're attached to a lot of people. They're attached to a lot of outside validations, and then they bring that opinionated energy into your energy when you connect with them. So it doesn't really feel like they're on your wavelength, but it does feel like they're looking for something, and you are looking for something too. But it does not feel like they're aligned with what you're looking for, though you may be. Who's not looking for a 5-star meal? Who's not looking for a 5-star meal? Like, who doesn't want one? Let's put it that way. Okay, but usually we settle for what's convenient. We settle for what's fast. If you strap for cash, you're going to settle for what you can afford, right? Or what's quick, okay? Something like that. But what would you truly desire? So just be aware of that. All right, what else? Because that test could be the test that sends you back. Now you got to start a cycle all over again, because you were saying you were ready for the real deal Holyfield, you want the 5-star meal, but then you settle for, dare I say it, Burger King. That's like the worst one I can say. I'd rather you go to McDonald's than Burger King these days, and I never would have said that like 10 years ago, but anyway, you know what I mean? Like, you could be settling for that just because, I'm not gonna make it. But you could just have a salad. You could just make yourself something real quick in the house. You don't have to go out and eat and consume something that's just quick and disgusting, and you really don't want it in the first place. You had it before and it didn't make you feel good, it made you sick, or whatever, bloated, you hated it. Okay, so why dissatisfy yourself? And you can find another way. Until you are ready to pay for that meal that you actually deserve, or cook that meal that you actually deserve, or find a happy medium, But I feel like something is coming in quick, and it's because you do have like a deficit. You're looking at it. That's what's creating the deficit and that energy of deficiency. You're missing something, and you're focused on it, and you do have to see it to be aware of it. But until you can fulfill that for yourself, it's like hunger. So until you go ahead and make that salad or cook those grits, you're gonna have a hunger, and you could run out and get a White Castle slider, or you could say, all right, I know what I want. I know how I'm feeling. I know why that's calling out to me, but fuck it. I'm about to go in this kitchen, give myself something that okay, granola bowl. I'm gonna get some yogurt, get some fruit, throw some granola in there. This is gonna hold me until I am ready. I can go to the grocery store, I can order the groceries, they'll be here by the time I finish. This is gonna give me energy, and then I'm gonna make that meal, that 5-star meal that I really want to eat. Or I'm gonna take myself out, I'll get myself together, go out, whatever. That's what I feel. Something like that needs to happen before you just jump at it. This is like mindlessly letting people in. Yeah, I guess. Okay, yeah, that's cool. But it didn't work for you before. And I'm not just saying that. The card literally says betrayal, deception, neglected social life, gossip, scandal, three's a crowd. This could even be somebody, like you could be on the outs with your person and this person trying to slip in, trying to slide in. But you really want your person. You don't want this person. So can you do what you need to do to fill that void for yourself instead of making a mistake or doing something with somebody just because it's temporarily gonna fill the void, but not for real? Fast food. When I eat McDonald's with my son, because sometimes I just be trying to like resonate with my child, and I be like, all right, let's stop all the fancy food. I'm gonna have what's on the app. You can get like the filet of fish meal. I used to love that back in the day. Ugh, but I can't do it now. I did it with him maybe one too many times, so now it's like disgusting again. But that filet of fish meal, right, with a milkshake. And so when he wants his nuggets, I was getting like, I would get the filet of fish or whatever, and I just felt like we was having fun because we were eating the same foods, and it's just like a kiddie thing, you know. We watch Boss Baby and eat our McDonald's and go to the park, and it's like I'm just vibing with my son. But you know what I noticed is, I swear, like 10 minutes later, and I don't remember it being like that, but 10 minutes later, I feel like I have not ate anything. I'm starving. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Because what if I paid full price for this? That was about to be $20, $30 that I done spent for me and a 5-year-old for food, and we're literally hungry 15 minutes later? Was it worth it? Hell no, especially because my son will be like, eggs, French toast. So now I gotta cook him a whole meal after I just went and got that Happy Meal. Like, okay, something gotta give. So that's what I'm saying, like here, reassessment. And I hope it's helping for whoever it is or whatever your situation is. Maybe it's one like what I'm really, for me, I'm just mentally, this is how I'm thinking about like the way that I'm eating, how these things fulfill me or don't fulfill me. But this could be like in your love life too. It's all relevant. It's just energy. But yeah, yeah, if it's not worth it, it's not worth it. I even have the Lovers in reverse. I'm sorry. But this is somebody that you don't even have love in your heart for. Honestly, your emotions could be too mixed up, too bottled up, it depresses you what has occurred, what the situation actually is, the truth of it all, the reality, the fall, the crash, the burn. It's like ashes. You're looking at a graveyard essentially in this person's energy. It feels like love lost, or it just feels like you're settling, like you're just falling on the ground and saying, all right, well, I guess, there's nothing I can do. This is the best that I can do. And honestly, you could be having a hard time. You could make some ramen. You could, how much do it cost to go to Randazzo and get some peppers and some onions and a little bit of, I don't know, Italian sausage, or a little chicken breast, and you could literally make a really good meal out of that ramen and eat it. So you could be more creative. That's what I'm saying. Like, oh, I don't have anything, I guess I'm gonna just eat this box of Twinkies, that'll hold me. What are you talking about? Like, no, there's other ways, but something is blocking your creativity. Something is blocking your ability to see the way through what you're going through currently, and it's temporary. You do not, I'm telling you, some people go through one day of being broke and all of a sudden, like, they lose their sense of self. They're gonna just, oh, I guess I better just slum it out with the worst of the worst. What are you talking about? Go sit your ass down somewhere, heal, get to a place of peace, and believe me, thoughts that will help you will occur to you. They'll just come to you. You'll attract it naturally. You don't have to go out here and test whether or not you are really on the fucking ground or not. Okay, the fact that you're even thinking about settling for something that literally betrayed you or damn near killed you off or gave you a reason to not have a heart, or even to not love yourself. The Lovers in reverse. This is not a good situation. Whoever this person is, that came your way or is coming your way, they're not good for you. They're still not good for you because nothing's changed. Three of Cups in reverse. Lovers in reverse. It's either someone who they were never like honest with you or committal with you. You were always like second tier. You were never a priority. They could have cheated on you a whole lot. Like, just because you got one day that you broke, this is who you're going to give yourself to. Or you got one day that you're not feeling you, or you woke up and you got a bump and you're going to give yourself to this. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's that type of energy that's coming through. Something is momentary, is temporary. Be conscious of the choices that you're making. You're just in a lower vibrational space, and maybe you're not used to being there. So you could make choices that you typically would not, just because you're not aware of where you are and how you're feeling currently. Don't just get swept up by the energy. Control the energy. Some of you need to detach. It could be social media. Yeah, I'm getting that. Too much scroll time. It's fucking with your mind. Fucking with your mind. All right, let's pile two. Yeah, this is a hard, tough crowd here. Or something. Pile two. The energy just feels... Whew. Okay, see? Breakthrough. You just need to get through the thick of it, baby. Just get through the thick of it. Don't go back. Don't go back. Don't go back. Don't go down to the ground. Thug it out. Thug it out. Thug it out. Because it's a test. It's a test. I promise you it's a test. And the test really is testing you. What are you able to do? What can you do for yourself? Because I bet you that what you're going to want from someone else is someone who can hold their own when you can't hold them, and may even have a little extra for you when you need them to. Like, that's what you want to attract. So you got to get back to that. You got to get back to that. Don't start slumming it. Whatever that means for you. Don't do it. Get your ass up. Take a shower. Okay, whatever it is, it's something here that is pulling or draining you, and it's causing you not to do the things that you need to do to get back where you need to be. But if you do, this will be your breakthrough. No, we're not just going to let the bathroom go for months and it's disgusting and now you're creeped the fuck out. No. 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 We're going to go get some gloves from the dollar store. We're going to clean that shit the fuck up. We're going to clean up our room. We're going to build up this self-confidence internally. That's what we're going to do. We're going to get on top of it. We're going to see we're going to isolate things. You know what I do when I get behind with folding my laundry? I put one pile on one couch and I put the second pile on the second couch, and I will watch my show, and when that show is over, I've got to have completed at least one couch of clothes. Next show, next break, get the other one. I learned that from my auntie Betty. It's helped me my whole entire life. There is a way to do everything, and it don't all have to be at once, but it can become overwhelming. But you just need to detach from something that is like draining your energy and plug into something that actually is fulfilling or giving you that energy. All right. And these people, this person, they're just going to drain your energy. Why? Because where are you going to be mentally? All the things that they never did before. All the things that they, like, oh, yeah, and you probably talking to this and this and this, and you probably fucked them, and you probably da-da-da-da. How is that helpful? Because somebody's giving you attention, because somebody's in your face? No, it's not helping. It's not helpful. And you're going to be right where you were later, still hungry. So... yeah, this would be your breakthrough. What does food say? What I eat fuels me. Hello? What I eat fuels me. love social media, but unless you are using social media, honestly, unless you are using it as a way to creatively express yourself, like you are outputting more than you are inputting, social media can drain the fuck out of you. And it can paint a whole picture of life that you're not living currently. And they may not even be living it currently. Anybody can take a picture, anybody can pose, okay? You don't know what they're doing when the cameras go off, when the lights go off, when the makeup comes off, when the filter is off. Like, you don't know what other people are living. So you've got to worry about you and what you can do for yourself. And if you're being drained because you're looking at someone else or you're looking at something else, maybe it is as good as it looks. Is that going to make you feel better? Probably not. It's going to make you feel worse, because there are really people who are living lives that seem or feel better than what you're living currently. You just need to detach from that, because it's draining you and it's actually taking the light out of something that you're trying to do that may be slowly progressing for you. It could be getting better, but you can't even see that. You're on the fast lane. You're in the fast lane, but it's not taking you where you need to go. So make sure what you eat, everything that you consume, everything that you take in is what you're eating. Y'all love the fucking news. I love people who watch the news. Don't get me wrong. I love for somebody to tell me what's going on in the world. Why? Because I'm a weirdo. I don't watch the fucking news. No, I don't know what happened at the gas station. No, I don't know who got shot last week. I don't know. I don't know. And I don't care. I really don't. But when someone can, like, I don't care enough. Let me put it that way. Because I do care. I just don't care enough. I got other things that I'm focused on. But when people who can watch that stuff, because I don't know, just mentally that doesn't rattle them. For me, it'd be like, okay, I got to get out of this city. I can't live in this state. I got to get the fuck out of this continent. That's how I would be if I consumed all of that. That's how it affects me. So other people who it doesn't affect them that way, they just take it as practical information. They're very detached from the emotional bondage of it all and the fear of it all. I love that they can consume that and then give me just a little bit, just so I can be aware. And it's like, oh, wow, oh my God, that's intriguing. I love that. Like, give me something different. I can tell you all day about spiritual stuff. I can talk about God. I can talk about tarot cards. My mouth will not quit if you ask me a question on something like this. But when it comes to stuff that's going out in the world, I need that other side from someone else. But my point is, you have to eat the food that's good for you, because it turns you into the person that you want to be. It helps you to appreciate the ways you already are currently the person you want to be. So yeah, it's very important what you eat, what you consume, and not just physically, but that is one, but also, like I said, what you're looking at, what you're listening to. How is it helping you? I feel like I need to yell at somebody. Who is this? Is somebody like, hello, this is not good. Do you understand? Detach. All right. What I eat fuels me. It should fuel you. It should feel good to you. I eat the best foods accessible to me. Okay? It's enough. Oh my God. It's so much. I could talk about this for hours. I don't have enough battery. But I'm just getting so much energy because maybe I have not been doing my readings enough. I feel like I got so much built up to say. And I didn't even think about this category, but it's like, oh my God, I could talk about this forever. You could love watching cooking shows. You could love watching people people who go to different restaurants and, oh, the food is so amazing and it's so delectable and so wonderful. Yeah. Okay. But if you're watching that all day and none of those foods, none of those restaurants are accessible to you, whether it has to do with finances, whether it has to do with the time you have, or even the grocery stores that you have access to, that you can go to. You can't even get these things. These things grow in Italy. Whatever the fuck. How is that beneficial to you? Because you're constantly wanting, craving something that you're not even, if you detach a little bit, you may get like a idea of how you could create something like that, or where you could go get something like that that would fulfill that craving for you. But if you just continuously look at something that you do not have and you don't see any way to create it, and oh my God, like, there's nothing here for me, all I can do, and you're eating, okay, I just can't. It's too much. I'm seeing somebody is just like cramming chips and shit and cupcakes and shit down their fucking throat, because they really, what they want is something they feel that they cannot have. But if you were to unplug from that, if you were to just detach from that, if you were just to look away from that, you probably could find a way to soothe that, or to do something that actually is good for you, and that would be more beneficial. In fact, finding that food, creating it for yourself, doing a little video, looking cute. If you're a female, that's kind of what I'm getting, somebody like that. But anyway, that would probably fulfill you a lot more than spending the whole day from the sun up to the sundown, intaking a bunch of energy that looks great and everything, but it's nothing that you're living. Oh, thank you, J-Rod. I appreciate that. Thank you, homie. I appreciate you and your perspective. Oh, thank you. All right. So food. It says, I infuse my food with love and gratitude before eating. Again, appreciation for what you can do. I'm just now getting back to that with cooking. Cooking for my son makes me feel good as a mom. The fact that I can cook anything he wants, and if I nail it, if it's perfect, I feel so good about it. It makes me feel good. With me, however, after I done all of that to make perfect, simple foods for him, I felt like, well, if I can afford it, I'm just going to, order me something that I like. And I feel like now that I got back to the D, I've been back in Detroit for like a year almost. And I feel like I have already visited and ate all of the, like at the restaurants that I really love, my favorite, my favorites, or even just tested out and tried a bunch of stuff. So now it's kind of like, all right, I think I want to cook, because cooking for myself, when I can create a meal that I know I could go somewhere and spend way too much money to get, but I just did it in my fucking house and I saved all this money, like I be feeling like a bad bitch when I do that. So, I'm creating more gratitude and appreciation by doing that. But I just feel like sometimes the focus, how we're looking at something, you're like, oh, look at all these people, they're going to all these restaurants and I gotta cook. But could you change your perspective on it? Like, could you change your perspective on it? Maybe change where you're shopping at. Maybe expand, your your palette, the things that you are creating or making. Or use your mind, detach from social media, and figure out a budget that will allow you to go to these restaurants and live that life and do those things. You can incorporate it. You can find a way to do that. Could you do your own nails and eat at a restaurant? Could you do your own hair and eat at a restaurant? Like, you know what I'm saying? You can move some shit around. People, we are too rigid. We're too rigid. We're not flexible enough, and we letting these beautiful minds go to waste. All right. Visualizing the nutrients I am consuming and the love that went into growing and preparing these foods. That's another thing too. When we cook for ourselves, it is just something about knowing the hands that made that food, knowing the energy that went into it, especially when you cook with a heart full of love. It is nothing like a love meal. Oh my God. Y'all don't really know soul food until you had a love meal, okay? This is why you love to be around people who have open heart chakras. They're full of love and light. It's the best. It's just the best energy. Fully satisfying. And that's why you love people's kitchens when they make good food. It's because it comes from the heart. It is not just like a robotic thing. Somebody is in there literally making love in that kitchen, okay? The ingredients, the nutrients, the things that went into it, the seasonings, the herbs, the veggies, how it all comes in this harmonious union of palatable ecstasy is just blissful. Okay, I don't know why I feel like I'm so chatty. Let's move on. That's pile 2. Yeah, that's just what I'm getting. Honey, hold out for what is really good for you. Get yourself where you need to be. Feel better about yourself, about your life, before you start connecting with whoever these people are. Because if they have not changed anything, if you're not feeling different about them and they're not feeling different about you, then what the fuck is the point? What are we doing? It's not a necessity. We got to get back to loving ourselves more, 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 more. All right, we got to be quick with pile 3 because my battery is about to be gone. All right, pile 3. We're going right into the tea with you. I got to hurry up, so we're going to use this deck. And then we'll clarify with tarot. One more. That's so funny to me. I can shuffle one time and it's fine, but then certain times Spirit will be like, one more time. Again. Alright. What's this card? Heart to Heart in reverse. Alright. Opportunity or a test. Alright, repo. Love bombing. Detective in reverse. On the bottom of the deck is the cleanse, detox, ridding negativity, and purification. It feels like this feels like a person or maybe a situation here. This could be somebody who owes you money and they just failed to pay. Okay, they failed to pay, but they always want to be all kind and all sweet or all nice, or you know, they'll do anything you like, or overly attentive, but they're not doing the things that you really need them to do. This person is a test. They're testing you. They're literally testing you. The detective is in reverse, so I feel like either you already know enough about the bullshit that this person is on, or you don't want to know because you could get so pissed. So what this is a test of your resilience, of your authenticity, a test of your boundaries. It's a test of your self-worth, what you deserve, and what you are willing to put up with. It's a test. Nothing about this is screaming. The only thing this may be, and it depends on, again, how you're already in the test. So I said at the beginning of this reading that tests turn into opportunities. This is your opportunity to detox and get rid of anything within you that would allow someone to do you like this, that would allow you to think you need to settle for this or deal with this, to allow you to feel that this is okay. And this is a purification for yourself, that you get rid of anything within you that would attract somebody like that. Because it doesn't have to be on the same subject. It doesn't have to be with the same person, and it doesn't have to be in the same way. Excuse me. It doesn't have to be in the same way. Yeah, let me clear my throat. It doesn't have to be in the same way, but it could be something activated within you on a different subject in a different way that is literally opening the door for somebody to do you like this. Okay? So adjust that, tweak that, get it to where, like, okay, I can see how I might attracted somebody who would do me like that. But okay, that's cool. I think I'm just going to adjust that. I'm going to fix that. I'm going to heal that. I'm going to change that. Okay, so that I don't have to deal with this again. But I feel like the first step is just realizing that this situation is a test. And really, it's a test that's going to push you into, I feel like, a level up, or maybe get you back to the best version of self. Sometimes we pick up old habits or old things because old life situations bring that energy back up. So it's just the need to cleanse, detox, get rid of it, get back to maybe the level up that we already got to, okay? Sometimes you level up and people start coming in and old situations start rearing their heads, and before you know it, you done got swept up and you back on the same time you was on before demon time. Oh, what the hell happened? I was changing my life. I was turning over a new leaf. I was doing something, blah, blah, blah. I had decided this, and that. Things were going well. What the fuck happened? Okay, well, a lesson, a test. Okay, learned it, done. Thanks. That was fun. But no, I won't be needing your services anymore. I won't be going through that anymore. Or no, we aren't going to do this again. Okay. Like that. That's the energy. Or that's what it needs to be. That's what it feels like, pile 3. Okay. Let's see. This could also be someone who, they love to tell you how much they love you. But when it comes to the things that show a person that you love them, They're not doing it. They're just not doing it. Okay, this is giving. I'm getting in people's situations here. But it's given, this could be your relationship. It could be your marriage partner. You say you love me, but I don't feel the love in the food. I can't get a meal out of you. You say you love me, but how have you been showing your love to yourself first all day? Because you don't look like you loving yourself. You look like you've been waiting all day for me to love you. And as I'm coming in, I'm seeing all these other things that I need to do that you haven't done. So I'm just wondering, where is the love? Or you say you love me, but these bills ain't paid. Your love for me, you said that you would provide for me and take care of me, but I'm the one doing all the providing and all the taking care of, and I'm the one paying all the bills, and you don't seem to be like loved by me for personal gain. Somebody is getting a runaround because what they signed up for is not really what they're getting. This could be someone who is like, yeah, no. Like, I invested in this because I expected that you were invested too. More than just what you were saying, I was looking for what you would do. But I'm not seeing you act or move in the love that you say you have for me. So for that reason, I don't need to see anymore. I don't need to dig up a lot of dirt on you. I don't need to see where your love or your energy is really going. I just need to know that it's not there for me. However, you must think I'm stupid because you keep coming in my face, talking to me like I'm blind or something, saying how much you love me. You're overly attentive. You're showering me with affection. But that's not what I'm feeling from our connection. I'm not feeling that you are fulfilling your commitment to me. I'm feeling the energy, but it's not lining up with what the fuck you're doing. So, yeah, I don't know, but I'm going to probably have to let this go, or I'm probably going to have to choose another way of doing things. Okay, so repossession is kind of like taking your heart off of the strings. You were continuing to perform because you were under the assumption that the other person was going to be performing too. When you realize that that person has cut themselves off the strings and they're just, flashing you to smile, or shaking the, I don't know, they shaking the booty, they flashing the smile, but they ain't doing none of the shits, they ain't doing none of the things, and maybe they not even, you don't even get a smile, you don't even get a booty shake, you can't get nothing. Okay, except for, yeah, I love you, or of course I do, I wouldn't be here if I didn't. Look at what I am doing. Yeah, but none of that is what we talked about. None of that is what makes me feel love. None of this is what we agreed upon. Somebody, you have an agreement with someone, pile 3. This person is not showing up for the agreement. Their energy may be, because maybe that's who they want to be internally, but as far as physically, they're not showing up. And shit needs physical movement, physical action, tangible money. For somebody, you could be losing something, missing something. Why? Because you need for whatever it is that's inside to be realized, materialized in the physical. It's not enough to hold on to the potential. We need to see action. We need to see results. I need to see that what I'm investing in is actually manifesting for me. And you would be the biggest reflection of that. Okay, so something is a test still. Even if it's on that scale, it's still a test. And I mean, the investment feels like it's stronger, it's bigger. This could be a real commitment. You could have signed your name on the dotted line and all those things. But honestly, if we get the feelings out of the way,